What are you guys talking about?
Fucking making fun of him.
So
What
are
else
we.
is show?
Yeah. Okay.
Vince is on my lap. No fucking shit. That's your lifestyle.
I'm not wrong. I'm just speaking truth.
Pow. Testing.
All right. We're live.
What's up?
Oh, for crying out loud. Fucking Abe's gives you that shit.
How we doing, guys? Welcome to the show.
What's going on, viewers?
Oh, can you record on the camera? That one's on.
How we doing today, everybody?
We're doing great,
What are we doing
Casey.
here?
We're live. We're live.
We're live. We're live.
All right, so we're...
We just didn't get a chance to set up beforehand, but we're good. We're live. We're rolling.
Hey, John, how you doing? All right, ladies and gentlemen, you already know what time it is. Wherever time it is for you, doesn't really fucking matter. As long as you're here, that's all that matters. We got episode 163 on the motherfucking block.
Love it. How we doing today?
We're doing good. How you doing, Casey?
I'm good. I can't complain.
See,
You know?
I asked you how you're doing first.
Wow, what a nice guy
Hey,
you
Will,
are.
how you doing today?
Terrific.
Johnny, how you doing?
Doing well.
Good.
Dante.
I'm doing great, guys. How are you guys doing today?
Good. John, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. I'm over here on the big computer today.
Oh, yeah, I see that over there. You with the big computer?
I can
see, we don't have to
I
tilt
can
our
see
head
you
I
guys.
know.
How great is
You can
this?
get the sign now.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Steal home.
Make sure
Love
you guys like and subscribe. Turn your notifications on. We had a new snack time come out last night, the One Chip Challenge. Tonight, Office games will come out. So make sure you turn those... help me out here. I just drawing a blank on the name.
Turn notifications
No,
on.
right, thank you.
Yeah.
Make sure you turn your notifications on. And make sure you check out our TikTok page. We got a lot of funny stuff going on over there. And we got Sports Nuts coming out today.
Yes, we do.
We got Sports Nuts coming out today.
On
On the podcast. Make sure you guys put down in the comments below what you want us to talk about. And enjoy the show.
All right.
Alrighty.
Boss.
Let's get into it here, right off the
Get down to
bat.
business.
Let's get down.
What's going on with
Down
this,
business.
with the Dallas Mavericks here?
Yeah.
Mark Cuban's not happy about the new
Yeah,
structure.
so you guys remember a couple weeks ago, they made the announcement that they were changing over, not a couple weeks ago, before the season started, they made the announcement they're changing the NBA season because it's 72 games this year
Yeah.
to do a play-in game, a play-in series. So
It's
last
the
year,
fucking stupidest thing
It's
ever.
crazy.
last year when
Everybody's
they
in
did,
contention.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
last year when they did,
Even the Celtics.
They need it.
last year when they did the bubble, they did this play-on game. And the way it works is the 7, 8, 9, and 10 will play in this mini tournament of sorts. And so the 7 seed will play the 8 seed, 8 seed will play the 9 seed. Whoever wins the 7-8 game will automatically get the 7 seed. Then whoever loses the 7-8 game will play the winner of the 9-10 game. And whoever wins that game will go for the 8 seed.
So
don't
many,
hate it.
so many numbers.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate the concept of it. I think it's fair. I think the only thing that there is to complain about last year, how they did it was, if you were the 9th seed, you had to be within 4 games to play the 8th seed. Like if you're not within that 4 games back, you're done. But this year, there's nothing like that. So you could literally be like 5, 6 games out of the 8th seed, but still have that opportunity to make the playoffs. That is what is frustrating.
I like it.
That's what I don't. If you're that far out of making the playoffs, I don't think you should have that chance. Even if it's one game, because like this team
March Madness,
could
anything
suck
goes.
all year, and then they
Yeah,
win one game,
exactly.
and that yeah.
You gotta
Anything
win
can
2
happen.
games.
You have to win 2 games if you're the
So
9th seed.
If you're the 9th seed or the 8th seed, you gotta win 2 games in order to be in playoff.
What's
Better
this, what's
better
this fucking
team should
Little
win.
League? You get double elimination? What's this,
Yeah.
Little League?
Well, no, it's double elimination only for the worser teams.
Yeah.
So
If you're like the 8th seed or the 7th seed, and if you win the first game, then
Join
you're
the
good.
club.
Yeah.
You're good.
And then, like, it makes sense. I think it makes sense. I think it's weird for a sport like the NBA. And I feel similar with baseball, with the wild card game, the 1-game wild card game.
Yeah.
You play a full 72-game series. And for baseball, it's 162 games. Just to have your season decided in 1 game. I think it's a little, it's not how the sport's supposed to be played. I mean, you play a series everywhere else. I mean, if I'm like playing all these games to just get eliminated in 2, it's a little ridiculous.
What do you mean?
You gotta
play
win.
series everywhere else?
Like,
In the playoffs?
in the playoffs, you play 7 games in order to decide if you make it or go on.
Yeah.
In baseball, you play 5 games and you play 7 games.
Yep.
So in
Winner,
baseball,
go home.
I'm not a fan of the 1-game winner go home
No?
setup. No, not
I
at
mean,
all.
the difference in baseball is that all year round there's series.
Basketball, it's one game.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we have a.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
Yeah. Mark
The
Cuban.
better team should win.
Let me ask you guys a question here, okay?
All right.
Not that we run the NBA, what they call it.
If your season's on the line, you're the better team. You should win.
But
Fair enough.
let me ask you this.
All
So
right.
you know how Will brought up a good point about how it's a one-game season,
Yep.
and one night you're in Philly, next minute you're in New York, next minute you're in Minnesota. How do you feel about
Next. To, what?
Let Nick finish.
How do you feel about they doing it the same way they do in the MLB? As in they do, you get a weekend series in Philly, then you get a weekend series in New
So
York.
to
think
going
that
off
would
what you're
be
saying, they started doing that this year actually
of COVID.
because of COVID with the schedule, the traveling. They have started to do back to back. So like the Celtics, for example, back in December, January, they played the Pistons one night, had the night off the next day, and then played them again the night after. They did it against Philly too, the Knicks, I believe. So they have started to do that. I wouldn't be opposed to something like that. I think it would be a cool.
it would be less travel.
Yeah, I think it
And
makes
you
their
just-
lives easier,
you know.
and I think too, like it makes it more interesting. So
You
like,
can avoid the West Coast, East Coast trips.
yeah,
so much.
exactly. So like, you play the one team, you lose to them, you have another chance to play them and figure out what went wrong the first time around. It's more strategy going into it, like the next game or two. So I wouldn't be opposed to the idea. I think the NBA is definitely going to start doing more stuff like that, at least like 2-game series or something.
Yeah, we got a quote from Mark Cuban himself here. John, I don't know if you can tell us. You got it. All right, cool. I get why the NBA is doing it, Cuban said. But if we're going to be creative because of COVID, we should go straight up, 1 through 20, let the bottom 4 play in. This is the year
Particularly?
Thank you. Wait, did you say that right? How do you say it?
Why'd you say thank you if you weren't sure you said it right?
I just want to confirm.
He's just a polite guy.
Particularly to do it since the 10 games cut from the normal 82-game schedule were in conference.
In conference, huh?
Yeah. I mean, so if your team, like, I know we have the standing graphic queued up. We have the standing graphic available.
Oh.
We can see the standing- we have the standing graphic queued up.
I'm
We have
working
the
on
standing
it.
graphic queued
I'm
up.
working
We
on
have
it,
the
I'm
standing
working on
graphic.
it.
We have the
Alright,
standing graphic queued up.
fade.
Hey, there we go. So you can see the NBA standings right now.
Oh, wait, do we have a... Oh.
That was subtle.
We don't-
We made it work.
Give me out that tomorrow.
Didn't Mark Cuban also want to do 1 to 16? Like, there's no conference or
hilarious.
anything. It's just the top
I
16
think a lot of
seeds.
people like that idea. But,
Yeah.
So going back to now we have the standing graphic queued up. Right as he cut, yeah. So you have right now you have the Blazers who are the 6th seed, so they're clear. Then you have the Mavericks at the 7th seed who are a game and a half behind.
Clear like a COVID negative test.
Yeah. Then you have the Grizzlies right behind them, and the Spurs and the Warriors are the other 2 teams that would be the 9-10 seed right now, and the Pelicans right below them. So I mean, if you're the Mavericks, I mean, if you have to face Steph Curry in a 1-game playoff,
I wouldn't be happy
I
about
wouldn't
it.
be happy about
No.
that. But if the Mavericks lose against the Grizzlies and then have to play Curry in a 1-game playoff, I mean, that's not a good shot for you to win that game.
I'm putting my
So
money
what's
on Curry.
Cuban saying versus what it actually is? What's the difference?
Well, so Cuban is saying is that we should just go straight up 1 through 20. So what
Oh,
you were
non-conference?
saying.
Yeah,
Non-conference, 1 through 20.
non-conference. Oh.
And so the bottom 4 teams just play in, and
That would be
That
crazy.
just changes everything. Like
great.
that's.
Nobody would play in the regular season.
I don't hate it, but the thing with me, like, I just keep it the way it is. And like, you look at like the history of basketball and how like things have gone about playoff series and stuff. Like, you're just changing history. You're changing how it's always been.
Yeah.
I like the way it is now. I don't think
now
that.
or in the past.
I like the way it is now with the like
yeah?
the conference. Well, I'm talking more of like the conference and not the 1 to 16.
but when you have a conference such as the Eastern Conference versus the Western
Mhm.
Conference, where you have 3 good teams in the Eastern Conference, and then you have like 10 good teams in the
Right,
Western
right.
Conference.
I understand what you're
I
saying
think the
there.
issue lies in the fact that there's no parity in. There's no. In the West, it's so difficult to make that playoff spot.
Yep.
I mean, the worst team in the West right now. I mean, not the worst team. The worst team that'd be in the playoff spot would be the Warriors in the 10 seed at 26 and 28.
Yeah.
I mean, they would be. I guess they would be around the same spot. Never. I take that back.
Yeah, it's.
But-
I understand what you're saying
what I
though,
mean.
but I don't
Like
think.
the Celtics at 29, 26 were the 5 seed.
Yeah.
Would be.
Where would they
the
be?
8 seed.
Right.
In,
Right.
In the
I understand what you're saying, so I don't think the solution to that is necessarily changing the playoff format. I think there's something else that the NBA needs to figure out to fix that, to evening it out, changing how players can go. I don't know how they could do it. I really don't. But I think that the solution to that isn't changing the entire playoff format. But that's just my opinion. I'm not opposed. I think it's a cool concept. I just don't think they have to do that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
all.
hear you.
That's all.
Fucking hear you.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And it's not
It'll
that.
be
It's not
interesting
that
with the
broke.
playing games. I'm excited to see how this goes down.
I'm very interested too. I think those
One
would be
shining moment.
intense.
More money for Vegas.
Especially Curry, 1 game elimination. I wouldn't want to bet against that, man. I wouldn't.
Yep. All right, Jamal Murray.
Sayonara.
Tough.
Yeah.
On to next year.
Yeah, that's brutal for them. I mean,
That's a huge
they were going
loss
to make
for them.
a
Might be
good
one.
playoff. I thought they were going to be a sneaky team to, make a good run and
Yeah.
potentially win the championship. Not be in contention and win the championship. I think if any team could have upset the Lakers, the Clippers, and the West, I think it would have been the Nuggets.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. No, with losing Jamal Murray, I think that kind of takes them out of that.
Did it happen during the game?
Yeah.
It was the last 50
seconds
seconds.
left in the game.
It literally was like Derrick Rose. He
Damn.
tore his ACL last 50 seconds of the game.
Meaningless.
Meaningless. Well, it was a
Yeah.
close game, so like it wasn't like he was playing in a blowout, but it's just unfortunate that it happened at the end of a game like that. That sucks. I didn't think he tore his. When the way I watched it, like I thought it would be a serious injury, but it didn't look like he tore his ACL. It just looked like he.
Tom Brady walked off the field fucking next day, tore his ACL and MCL. He's out for the season.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of just looked like he like really hyperextended his knee or just like put it in a different direction. It didn't look like he. Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was just a really serious knee injury, not an ACL, but he'll be
About
back.
As serious as it gets right there.
Yeah, he was averaging career highs in like every major stat too,
Yep.
so it sucks for him.
Is he a top 5 guy right now or top 10?
No.
Probably top 20.
Guards. Well, if we're going guards, I'd probably put him like top 15 for
Okay.
sure. Top 12 maybe around there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
He's
he's,
not-
solid. He's
he's a
not
solid
like
player.
he's not a guy you build around. but
What
he's
about for the
solid.
Nuggets? He's their guy.
I mean, he's great. He's been great in the
Jokic,
playoffs,
it's
too.
Jokic than him, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah, he complements Jokic very well.
Okay.
How do you think this impacts Jokic's MVP candidacy?
I don't think it does.
You don't think
He's
so?
got it.
No. I think at this point.
I think he's got
So
it.
all right, so here's the thing with the NBA MVP stuff. So Joel Embiid and LeBron James both got hurt, and right away they're out of the race. Embiid missed like some time, but he didn't miss that much time. He
Bet you
comes
LeBron
back.
doesn't play another game to the playoffs.
No,
I
he'll
he
come
should.
back.
I think he'll come back like the first maybe like 5-10 games for the
Yeah,
playoffs, just to get ready. You know what I mean?
What's wrong with the King? Oh, the
The leg
Leg
injury.
injury.
Yeah. So like Embiid missed a few games, but like he came back. There's like 20 games left, and he's still putting up MVP numbers. So I don't think that it's a foregone conclusion that Jokic is the MVP. I think Embiid still has a very, very strong case to win the MVP. Like if he never got hurt, he would have won it. He's the most dominant player in the NBA this year. Like there's
So
just
LeBron James.
no Embiid. Like there is no like.
I mean, Jokic is.
Jokic is not like
Numbers
you
are
can't go wrong with
ridiculous,
either. You can't. I'm saying Embiid has just been so much more dominant. Like there's no one in the NBA that can guard him. If the Sixers and the Nets matched up in the playoffs in a 7-game series, I would put money. I would put down the fact that Embiid could average 35 a game against them. What center is
How many
I mean, they don't
points?
guard.
Blake Griffin, LaMarcus Aldridge, DeAndre Jordan ain't gonna hold that guy's jock
I'm
strap.
always going to say 15 boards, too.
Sure, yeah, I'm
35
sure.
and
I'd see
15.
him averaging like 35 and 15 in that series. Absolutely.
Dave is coming down real
Here
quick.
comes Dave.
Here comes
Here
Dave.
we go. Here comes the warrior.
Here comes the med student.
Just a quick NBA little piece of trivia here. Only 6 times in NBA history has the MVP won below a 3 seed.
Okay.
So, I mean,
So where are the Nuggets right now?
4.
They're the
What
4
did you
seed.
say?
And they might slip a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
They're
they're
not-
half game up on the Lakers right now. They're not going to probably not going to get to. They're 3 games back of the Clippers right now for the 3 seed. So, and the only time was that Russ.
Right, I was gonna say.
Well, yeah, and recently Russ
Yeah.
was the
Yeah.
Dave, can you repeat what you said?
So only 6 times since the MVP award has existed has someone won the MVP with their team being below 3.
Wow.
So the NBA really rewards players on winning teams.
You're almost nearly the top seed in your
Yeah.
like
Wow.
always the top seed in your
I
conference.
mean, I think Jokic should still do it this year.
Yep.
I think
It's
yeah.
possible.
I think yeah.
I'm not saying it's out of the question. I'm just saying what's usually
Yeah,
been.
no, that's an interesting stat. I didn't know that. I think it's either going to come down to Embiid or Jokic. I don't think Jokic is out of the race like people are making it seem like.
No, I wouldn't say so either. It's so late in the season.
I think they're right below the
The
Nuggets.
Blazers. The
They're
Blazers
at sixth,
are
I think.
7.
They're 6th seed.
Yeah.
So
Six.
we're talking about they're right ahead of the Mavs.
Yeah.
I would
back
love
on the
I would
Nuggets.
love Lillard to win an MVP, but I just don't think it's Jokic has been all a monster all year, and same with Embiid.
Yeah.
It's
I think
tough.
it's Jokic
It's
or
a tough
Embiid as
case.
well.
I do have money on Steph winning the MVP. That'll be taken out of my account
yeah,
in a
that's-
few weeks.
That's
yeah.
not happening.
I don't think anyone could win with a 10 seed.
Nah, no,
Hey,
no.
maybe make a playoff run. You know, you never know. You can't count Steph in the playoffs to make it an 8th seed.
Yeah, but you also can't count the playoffs for an MVP award.
Yeah, no.
That's true.
All right, that's my contribution.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Dave.
Dave.
Thanks, lawyer.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it,
Thank you,
Dave.
Doc.
Thanks, dentist.
Dr. Dave. Doctor
Dave Bianco,
Dentist.
DDS, baby.
All right. I don't know if we have. Do we have the quote for this next one, John? With A-Rod.
No, he's a graphic for
This
it.
is
All
hilarious.
right, cool. So we got Anthony Edwards says he doesn't know who Alex Rodriguez is.
There it is. Yeah,
That
there
shit's
it is.
fucking hysterical.
And he said, I quote, or not I quote, but like I'm quoting the guy. I don't know who that is. I know he's going to be the owner, but I don't know anything about baseball.
It's funny. This is an interview that I love from Anthony Edwards, where someone's after he gets drafted, and they ask him like all these questions, and he said, "I'd be great at any sport."
Yep.
And he's like, "What do you mean, like baseball?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'd be great at baseball." And it's like in the interview, I was like, "What position do you play at?" But he said, "I play catcher, pitcher, shortstop, center field, any position." And she's like, "So you played all the premium positions?" Like, "Yeah, I was great at it. I could do anything I want to do." I love
And he
Anthony
does know who
Edwards.
Alex Rodriguez is.
Did you guys talk about him roasting R.J. Barrett?
Oh yeah, and we didn't talk about it. But
We didn't talk. Yeah.
R.J. Barrett's been on fire ever since he
Yeah,
said it.
he played against the Celtics like 2 games later and went 6 for 6 from 3. Like he just couldn't miss. Yeah, I think Anthony Edwards, when his career is over, is going to go down as like the GOAT of giving quotes.
Oh, yeah.
Like this guy's a fucking 20-year-old rookie, 20-year-old rookie, and he's given us such great just content
This is the
and
guy
such
before he
great
drafted
quotes.
said he wanted to be a rapper.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
wanna play
he,
basketball.
he
He
yeah,
wanna
he's
play
like he goes, I'd be nasty at football. He goes, this isn't even my best sport, and I'm just like, oh my god.
He's so funny. Like,
He
I don't
is.
know
He's
if
hilarious.
I don't know if it's intentional or unintentional.
When he had the Popeye, the Chick-fil-A or whatever it was
Yeah.
during the interview, he goes, yeah, you got food for the people. He goes, yeah, I got my Popeyes right here during the interview. He's so
He's
funny.
so funny.
I do.
love him. He's great. He's been playing great. Is he gonna win the Rookie of the Year?
I still think
Wiseman's out for the
I
year.
think LaMelo should have it
LaMelo's
locked
out.
up.
He's
I think you should do co.
He's
Honestly,
out.
I think it should be co Rookie
Ever
of the
done that
year.
before?
Yes, they did. Jason Kidd and
Participation trophy.
Jason Grant Hill was it? Yeah, they did. That happened once or twice. Yeah, I think LaMelo Ball. He got hurt, but he was the clear Rookie of the Year when he was healthy. Like there was no debate about that.
Yeah, NBA Co-Rookie of the Year in 1995.
Maybe it wasn't Jason Kidd then.
No, it was Jason.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's hilarious with the A-Rod thing. It's like, you know this guy just bought your team. You know that you're going to get asked about it, and you still didn't like take the time to
Yeah.
just go on Google and just research who Alex Rodriguez
Do you think he's
is.
just saying that to make
Yes.
content?
I think he's just
Like,
saying it to be
I
funny.
feel
I think a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think a little bit of both.
I feel like A-Rod is definitely an A-list
I think he
celebrity.
definitely
he's definitely
knows-
recognizable.
like who he is, like has heard of him before, but he's just kind of playing it off. Like he doesn't really know who he is, so he's like, yeah, I don't know who he
Yeah.
is. I think it's a little bit of
I
both.
got
Yeah.
a question for you.
Okay.
Is A-Rod the most recognizable baseball player still?
Still,
Still?
Is he the most famous baseball player?
Like you see him on the street, you're like, oh, that's
Listen,
A-Rod.
who would you say when you say name a baseball player? Who do you think is the most famous baseball player? Because I think it's A-Rod.
Probably Babe Ruth.
He hasn't
Griffey.
played in 5 years. I mean, you think
like,
I mean,
at,
Like, if you
our
ask like a
generation.
random person
Griffey.
that doesn't follow baseball.
yeah, who name a baseball player?
I probably Ken Griffey probably would be one of the first names that comes to my mind.
You gotta think. You gotta think more like
Griffey hasn't been relevant for like.
just like publicity
Sure,
and like
when I
relevancy.
think baseball, because he's one of my favorite athletes, so that's what I think of.
I would say right now, I
might
do
be
I
A-Rod.
think I do agree with A-Rod just because like he's still
Jeter?
like, in the news and stuff with
Yeah,
J-Lo and
I
all
say
that.
Jeter's up there too.
Jeter's up
David
there, too.
Ortiz.
Fun-
Big
Or
Poppy.
Jeter.
I think Poppy in this area.
David Ortiz was in the
Overall,
news for getting
though.
shot.
Yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
national
The day
story.
Boston almost burned down.
I mean,
With
the
the-
funny thing is that none of these are active players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, listen to this.
True.
When I was working at MLB Network, there was a girl who was working on MLB Tonight who didn't know who David Ortiz was.
Wow. How do you get the job?
Fire
I don't know.
her. She's gone.
What's her first and
I mean,
last
you were-
name?
I was about
What's her
to say
I
it,
mean,
but
you worked for NHL Network.
Sierra
How much
Jordan.
hockey did you know?
what?
You said you worked for NHL Network. How much hockey did you know?
Not, but I knew who Bobby Orr is. I know who like the main like guys are. I know who Brad Marchand is. Like I don't like know. I can't tell you like what happened with the games last night, but like I know who fucking David Ortiz is.
Brian Marchand?
Gives us, yeah, you know who
Brad
he is.
Marchand.
You said Brian.
You said Brian.
I didn't say fucking Brian.
We all.
I did not say Brian.
Hold this up later.
Brian.
We all heard Brian.
I didn't say
here.
Brian.
I said Brian.
Give me like an hour and I'll tell you what you said.
No, it's because I mumble. I didn't say Brian.
We all
You
heard
mumbled?
Brian.
Oh, wait, sorry, you mumbled. All right, I'm good to go. Let's go. Now talk correctly now that you're on your hookah.
No, I need my fucking
hookah?
Celsius. I left my
hookah.
Celsius upstairs. But.
You forgot
Cry
it.
me a river.
Anywho,
Can't wait for the bangs later.
so A-Rod's a A-list celebrity, no doubt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
okay.
But, like, yeah.
How about active? I'd say Trevor Bauer. I mean, he's
Wait,
more.
what?
He's the most active on social media
Oh.
and stuff. Like
No,
people
Trev's
talk
a
about him
big
a lot.
thumb. Trev's
Oh,
the least
active
marketable
right
player
now?
in baseball.
I'm talking about someone that people talk about
Active?
the most. People talk about
Mookie.
Trevor
Albert
Bauer.
Pujols.
Trevor Bauer absolutely shoved last night.
Did
Yeah.
One eye.
He did the one eye thing
Do the
again?
one eye thing again.
he? I'm dead.
Yep.
I'm
9
dead.
Ks.
Dude's nasty. I'm sorry, Johnny. Guy's nasty.
I'm not saying he's not a good pitcher. I do think he's overrated, but I'm not saying he's not a good pitcher. I just don't think. I just hate the guy with all my fiber in my body.
Hilarious.
How many
He's a
fights
shit.
you got?
He's a nice
Oh.
guy.
So yeah, Bauer last night, 7 innings, 1 hit, 2 walks, 9 Ks. Pretty good.
Damn,
Nasty.
not bad.
Nasty. Shoving.
I
Nasty.
mean,
Nah.
he was playing the Rockies, who are
Oh, okay. He played the right. Still an MLB team,
still an
buddy.
MLB team, but I'll name the Rockies lineup. Garrett Hampson, Ryan McMahon, Trevor Story, Charlie Blackmon,
There's two pretty good guys right
CJ
there.
Cron, Ramiel Tapia, Justin Fuentes, Elias Diaz, and Anthony was their pitcher. Not a great lineup.
I mean, you still got two pretty good guys in that lineup.
Yeah, Story's been ass this year so far, and so's Blackmon. They've both been terrible so far this year.
Yeah,
I had
early
Story in my-
season. Early
Yeah,
season.
I will say Ryan McMahon's been pretty great so far.
Mick Mahone, huh?
It might be McMahon, but it's
Vince McMahon?
McMahon.
That's McMahon.
Yeah.
That's McMahon.
McMahon,
Okay.
Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon. Yeah.
Vince McCarter.
What?
I just throwing out, Brad.
I'm just saying things.
All right. We got the football team. What's going on with them, Johnny?
Oh yeah, this guy who they signed. Oh,
Oh yeah,
I-
dude,
they
this
signed-
guy is not.
they signed this guy. His name's Sammis Reyes to play tight end.
Oh, my
so his story is
gosh.
a very interesting story. So he was born in Chile. He was a Chilean basketball player.
They just signed tight ends that aren't tight ends.
Exactly.
Logan
Logan Thomas.
Thomas.
What, do you work at Chili's?
Yeah. So he's 6'7".
Randy Moss's kid, who was terrible.
Thaddeus Moss. He signed with Bengals actually. Played with Burrow again, because he went to LSU.
Yep.
But so this guy, Sammis Reyes, or maybe Shamus, I don't know.
Seamus. Whatever. it
Seamus
is,
Reyes. He's 6'7". He weighs like 280. He ran a 6:46 40-yard dash, had a 40-inch vertical, and a 10.5 foot leap.
What's his 40 yard?
No, you said 4.64. You said 6:44.
Oh, 4.64.
Jeez,
Four,
I was gonna
six,
say,
four.
that's
Yeah.
molasses.
When he said that, I was like, well, "That's not good." And I
That's
looked down and I
molasses.
saw.
Four,
Yeah.
4.6 440. At
Damn.
6'7" tight
This
end.
guy, like, there's a picture of him like
Yeah.
working out.
Yeah.
This guy is massive. He should be a professional bodybuilder. He,
I mean,
like,
Really?
he plays
dude,
football.
he is a big. His shoulders are bigger
So
than my
where did he
head.
play football?
He never.
Never.
He played so he's from Chile. He's from Chile. He's a big basketball player. He played basketball at Tulane. Never played football ever until 11 days ago.
11 days ago,
Yep.
and he
11 days
signs
ago.
as a fucking tight end.
Yeah. Yeah.
He did he trained at what's the program IGM
IMG in Florida.
IMG in Florida.
IMG.
He trained- yeah,
IMG.
in Florida. He trained there for like a couple weeks. Gave himself up to football speed. Had a pro day at what's the
And
Florida,
how many weeks?
couple like maybe 2. Short period of time.
That's
Had
crazy.
a pro day at University of Florida with all their players. He's 26. Football team loved what they saw, signed him, and now he's gonna play for football team.
And you're
Potentially.
and you're in on them.
I love the move.
He doesn't get cut in training camp.
I mean, he might. I love. There was this rugby player a few years back who was the fastest motherfucker I've ever seen. I forgot his name. He played for the U.S. rugby team, and a team gave him a shot. And I loved that move. It didn't pan out, But if you can sign players who have like the raw talent, you can teach them to catch. You can teach them to block. If you're huge and can run a 4.64 40 as a 6'7" man, that's
Might as well just give it a
might
shot.
as well give it a shot. See what you got there.
Didn't this is a different sport, of course, but didn't Usain Bolt sign to a soccer team and play a few games or something like that?
I believe so.
I think he did. He scored.
believe
He
so.
scored a goal or something like that too, because I forget what team it was.
Usain Bolt.
Yeah, it's just like why not?
Legend.
Why not? Give it a shot.
I
Like,
will say this: top 3 tight end of all time, Antonio Gates, also played basketball in college.
Get out of town.
did
Really?
Yeah, he was a very good player too.
Yeah, if you're athletic, all you gotta learn.
Julius Peppers, UNC.
Julius Peppers. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So
Allen Iverson, LeBron James, both those guys. Allen Iverson was a nasty quarterback. Yep, him too.
yeah.
Him too.
So it could happen.
It could
who
happen.
knows? I honestly hope the best for this kid because that would be such a cool story if
Such
he
a cool
actually
story.
did good.
It worked for Logan Thomas. Guy never played tight end before. Quarterback in college.
Yeah.
He was great, fantastic this year.
You know who else was a quarterback in college?
Julian Edelman.
He went to Kent State. 7th round draft pick.
Julian Edelman.
Yeah.
Chris Hogan.
Chris Hogan was a lacrosse player.
Yep.
Yep. Now he plays
Brady was a baseball player.
He got drafted by the
Expos.
Montreal Expos.
Expos.
Did you know?
Of course I fucking knew that.
Yeah, all right.
You good?
All right.
What position do you play?
Pitcher.
Catcher.
Fuck.
You'd think you knew, Casey.
If I name a football player, can you tell me what team they were drafted by in baseball?
Go ahead.
All right, we got Colin Kaepernick.
San Francisco Giants.
Nope.
I'm going to say 49ers.
Yeah, because he played for the
Diamondbacks.
49ers.
Nope.
New York Yankees.
Wait, who'd you say?
Colin Kaepernick.
Seattle Mariners.
Nope.
Hold on, give me a sec.
Chicago White Sox.
Don't say it yet.
Nope.
The New
Chicago
York Mets.
Cubs.
Yep. You heard me say Chick. The Chicago Cubs, they drafted Colin Kaepernick.
Damn it. I was going to say that.
Kaepernick was drafted as a pitcher. Golden Tate.
Tigers.
Marlins.
Indians. Or Cleveland team, whatever the fuck they're called now.
Nope.
Indians.
Nope.
Whatever they're called now.
He was-
Redskins.
Braves.
Nope.
Hey,
Redskins are
no
football.
R,
That's
no
not
R
football.
word, no
I know.
R words around
You
here.
just
Come
wanted,
on.
you had to drop that in there.
He said Indians, so you
You
just.
gotta go.
That's a
Slur.
fucking baseball
I
team.
know,
Dodgers.
but you said Indians, and then Redskins came to my mind, so I said
That's
Redskins.
not even a football team name right now. That's not even a baseball team.
I know,
He
but
was
it came to
drafted-
my mind.
So Golden Tate was drafted actually twice. Once at a high school, then once in
Oh, wow.
college. He was drafted as an outfielder to the
The
Diamondbacks.
Dodgers.
Someone said Diamondbacks?
I said it.
I said the Diamondbacks. Yeah, I said
Diamondbacks
that.
and the Giants.
Damn,
Yeah.
Golden Tate.
Golden Tate.
What an athlete.
Eric Decker.
Who?
Oh,
Decker.
oh.
He was drafted. He was
Oh,
an outfielder.
I feel like I actually know this.
I didn't know he played.
Yeah.
Was it? Is it the?
Cardinals.
Is it the
The
Tigers?
Red Sox.
Nope.
Cardinals.
Nope.
Mariners.
Nope.
I feel like I actually should know
Braves.
this.
Nope.
The Brockton Rocks.
You're Washington Nationals.
Nope. Nope.
Jays.
Fuck.
Nope.
This is gonna be so annoying.
Do you know this?
Who is he?
Blue Jays.
Eric Decker.
He's the wide receiver. For
I know who he
the
is. I know who he
Broncos.
is.
Played for
I know who he
a
is,
few teams.
alright?
He's got a sexy ass
His
So I'll
wife-
ask you a question.
And
Yeah,
He has a hot wife.
He does. He does. I mean, his wife is beautiful.
yeah, good wife smoke.
Uh
Oh yeah.
huh. Fuck.
And she does.
I don't
She's
know.
What, Casey?
And she does it all. She's
What
fucking
does
like.
that mean? She does it all.
She's singing. She's
Ah.
dancing. She's acting.
I wouldn't
She's
have
I
doing
was
done
that.
just saying. He said it.
No, she
I'm
does it
I don't
all.
know what she does for a living. I just
Yeah,
know she's
I just
sexy.
told you.
What is she? I wasn't listening. What is she's a dancer.
She's singing. She's dancing. She's acting.
She
all
can do
over
whatever
the
she wants,
Yeah.
and she'll do well.
Yeah,
He was
please
drafted by
do.
the Brewers in 2008 and then the Twins in 2009.
The Twins. That's why I was.
I knew
ah,
that.
that's
I knew it.
Jameis Winston. Winston was actually a really good pitcher in college.
Oh yeah, he was nasty.
He can also play outfield too. He was drafted in the 15th
Where do you go to
round.
college?
FSU.
FSU. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Remember crab legs?
Yeah, crab legs. Yeah.
Stole some crab legs.
Crab
Couldn't afford
gate.
the fucking $14.95 crab legs. Had to
Crab gate.
Remember when he went
I had
out
to
the-
throw
in the
out
cafeteria and
my
yelled, "Fuck right in the
scallops."
pussy?
No, did he do that?
Did do that.
No, that's
Yeah,
hilarious.
Right after Crabgate.
Crab gate.
Johnny, what do you know about scallops?
Where the fuck did he get
Scallops?
drafted?
Wait, how'd you pronounce it?
Yeah, that's a good. How do you pronounce this?
I've never heard anyone
Wait,
say
how'd
the
you
way
pronounce it?
Scallops.
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 It's an A.
Scallops.
Scallops? I think it's a Gollum at first.
This is
Gotham.
scallops.
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 Did you end up eating them?
No, I threw them out.
Yep, that's a great move.
Yeah,
Scallops. I'm not a fan of
I was
scallops.
advised to throw them out.
Why'd you throw out scallops? Now you're making me say
Scallops
scallops.
have, like, I don't know. They sometimes have sand in them when you eat them. If they're not, like,
That's
shelled.
true.
What?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because they're sea creatures and they get sand if you don't clean them properly, and they're not always cleaned properly or cleaned like thoroughly.
Can you say that about lobsters?
I mean, it's tough to get.
Yeah, but
You
it's
cook the
tough to get
lobsters
sand
and
out.
stuff like
It's tough
that.
to get the sand out of scallops.
I
Why?
love like oysters and,
I don't
s-
know,
and
I
like
love
little
scallops,
necks
sir.
and shit like that. Oh,
Give me some fucking
Oh.
fried clams.
oh.
I'm not a big
Oh.
seafood fan.
Is it hard?
Boil those
Is it hard to
motherfuckers.
get sand out of the clams too?
No.
No.
No,
Then why the
I've
scallops?
had
I don't know.
Due to the fibers.
Yes.
The
Fiber,
the
Casey.
vertical fibers of the scallop.
Oh, you got fucking shit. You thought yours was fucking bad to peel?
Oh,
You
shit.
got shit. This is like fucking surgery.
They did surgery on a grape. All right.
All right, all right. Where do you go? Where did Jameis Winston get drafted?
He got drafted by the Texas Rangers.
Are you on crack?
It's a reference to a meme. Okay.
Are you?
Are you on crack?
Someone back me up. They did surgery on a grape.
Yeah, I know what you're
Yeah,
talking
you know
about.
what
I know
I'm
what
talking
you're talking about. It's a
Have you ever heard of that before? I've never heard of that.
there's a
before.
video
Is
too
it?
of
Was
like
it a joke?
Yes. So
Yeah.
the story, they did surgery on a grape. The meme starts from a Snapchat, like one of those. You know, go to Snapchat, they have those like story things.
I've seen that.
Yeah. And so they have one that said they did surgery on a grape, and people thought it was the funniest shit because it just made no fucking sense.
the video is crazy.
Yeah, they
the
did.
video is crazy.
You fucking.
Have you seen it before?
So the video is actually it's a robot that does prostate.
What's going
Yes.
on,
Yeah.
Casey?
It's a robot. So there's this robot that does prostate exams or prostate surgery.
This show.
You don't actually do prostate surgeries. You have a robot you control to do it.
You control a robot to do your surgery?
Yeah, actually.
We're in 2021, Nick.
What are you doing?
Don't hit the mic, bro.
Cut the body open.
Yeah.
So
What
the
the
reason why
fuck?
they do it for prostate
Are
surgery
you on
is because
crack?
prostate surgeries are very precise and very precision based, and it's helpful to have a robot just do it instead of like human error because it's a very small incision. I mean, they've been doing this. For
I don't think I
years.
want a robot doing surgery
Well,
on
they
me.
do most prostates.
You
Have ever
fucking,
been to
if you
prostate
fucking have a
removal?
robot
I-
do surgery on me, put me 6 feet in the ground first.
I was.
If-
I mean,
if
I
you
was
ever-
knocked out, but I don't think a robot did my surgery.
If you ever get your prostate removed, it will be done by a robot
I get
I
my.
am sorry,
You
but
haven't
I
got
You
your
still got your prostate?
Why prostate?
because it's a very like it's very.
So-
There's a lot of veins and stuff.
Ah, Johnny.
I'm
So,
answering.
so what? So they're gonna when you
I don't
have
wanna
to take
talk
that
about
test and
this.
they shove your hand up your ass. And
The
shove your
robot
fucking-
does.
The robot's gonna do that too?
up your butt.
Please
What?
bend over. Here we go.
Inserting finger
I will
now.
Here is the metal.
I will say this: you could probably get
What?
a heater into the glove, into that guy's hand, so it wouldn't be as cold.
Oh, all right. All right. I'm not worried
Hey,
about.
wood going up there.
I'm not. I'm more worried about what's.
Change the topic.
All
I'm
right.
answering a question about the baby surgery.
Okay.
Great.
All right. So
What the fuck?
In conclusion,
What is this show?
They were showing off the technology of the robot.
I don't think I have a
and
graphic
they did,
for that.
no, don't worry about it. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
don't
about
worry
it.
about
and
it. No.
they were showing off the technology of the grape.
Maybe for
Yeah,
tomorrow.
and they were doing surgery on a grape. And so the headline
Oh,
was
God.
they did surgery on a grape. Everyone thought it was
It
stupid.
is funny. I mean, it's just like what. Like I've never read that in my life.
They
dude.
did surgery on a grape.
Yeah.
So that's the story.
Segue. Did you see the video of that dog, robot dog? That's
Oh,
a cop in New York.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Oh my God. No, dude. If I saw that thing coming at me, you want to talk about getting put 6 feet under? I'd rather get put 6 feet than have that thing come up to
Yeah,
me.
that's
It
it's
looks
The
terrifying.
whole fucking
like
world
that
be
shit.
robots.
Yeah, but this is like.
Truck drivers, when fucking they deliver mugs to our door, there'll be a robot coming.
I believe you.
Please sign the form.
I don't think
One day.
I don't think we'll ever have fully
One day.
driverless cars or anything.
I don't think we'll be alive for that. I don't think it'll be in our lifetime, but I believe that that stuff will happen.
Would you use a driverless car if you
I'd be
had the
terrified of a driverless car.
Like a Tesla, you mean? Like
technology?
something like
Tesla,
that?
like a driverless car, like an automated car. Like Tesla has
See,
a couple other companies.
I just wouldn't trust. I feel like I just wouldn't trust other people.
Oh yeah.
Really?
What was it?
Hey Mike, what'd you think about when the car was driving itself?
I'm a big fan of that.
My buddy.
When did you guys do that?
Test drive, the guy goes,
How'd you get the opportunity?
it It was the car that I had. They had like an option for it, for you to do like hands-free or something.
Mercedes?
What?
Mercedes? Yeah.
And so it was an option on the car, and Mike and I were in it, and I was driving it. Mike was in the back seat. I was in the
He's got more
driver's
than a
seat.
Mercedes.
And what happened is the guy hit the button or whatever and was like, okay, just take it off. And so I took my hands off, took my feet off, and I just let it go. And then the car in front of me broke, and then the car broke, and I was like, whoa. And so I was like, yeah, that's not happening. I want to drive my car. I'm not doing this. But sounds cool. I mean, you might be able to like read and do stuff like that. And
My buddy.
You've had more than just a Mercedes, correct?
more than Mercedes.
Boom.
My buddy bought a.
Exactly.
My buddy got a Tesla.
So it could have been a Kia.
So the car that I have.
Oh, I have?
I'll squeeze it in there. So my friend bought a Tesla a few years ago, and when he
I
got it,
apologize.
Casey, I'm looking right at you.
Tell me your story.
What are
Thank
you
you,
talking
Johnny.
about over
My
there?
buddy bought a Tesla a few
trying to run a
years
show.
ago. Yeah, so am I, motherfucker. So am I. You arguing over there? My buddy got a Tesla. We did the self-drive thing when he first got it. Oh, that thing is crazy. We went off like, what, Casey? What? If you were in a self-driving car for the first time, you'd be freaked out too. It was wild. We went on like this curvy road, and it was literally like guiding us through the entire way. Like
That's
the wheel
crazy.
was moving itself. Like it was wild.
That's
Yeah, he was in the back seat.
And then you woke
Back
up.
seat. Yeah, he was controlling it with his brain.
You know those bumper stickers that say "God is my co-pilot" without making me God is my
Elon Musk is my co-pilot.
Elon Musk is my co-pilot.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Coexist.
I mean, if you think about it, when the planes are up in the air, that shit's on autopilot like fucking the whole way. The only thing
Yeah.
the pilots do is put the thing up in the air and put it down.
Yeah,
they
we
don't
don't
fucking
have
fly the
traffic.
plane.
Is it weird for me saying like it's not that I do, like if I'm in a self-driving car I'd feel okay, but I don't trust other people in self-driving cars. Does that make sense? Or
I trust a self-driving car more than most other people.
I trust my
100% agree with that. We got some fucking dumbass
I
drivers
trust
on the road.
myself in a self-driving
Try to
car,
take
but I
me
don't
out.
trust other people in a self-driving car. That's the only thing that terrifies me about that stuff. Or makes me
Yeah.
skeptical, I should say.
I still have a hard time seeing how we get a full fleet of because I feel like it's an all or nothing thing. If everyone has to be driving a self-driving car, no one is, because there's too much human error that revolves around self-driving cars. So like if the car will do what it thinks is right, but it doesn't have, it's all machine learning stuff. So if something comes out in front of you, it uses machine learning to know whether to run it over. Like if a leaf blows out in front of the car, it uses machine learning to learn, okay, that's a leaf, I know I can drive through that. Versus if a child runs out in front of a car, it uses machine learning to say, okay, that's a person. My thing is with computers, the AI is not always accurate. And yeah, neither are people. People aren't always accurate. But there's a little bit of a difference between putting your faith in humanity versus an AI algorithm.
I agree with that.
Yep.
It's like the movie I, Robot. And he's like, yeah, the robots can do this, this, and this, but they have no emotion. They have no feeling. They
Yep.
have no nothing.
And then the cars will develop emotion.
Then the cars will take over.
Then they learn to
They
love.
turn to transform. They turn into transformers, and then that's it.
Robots in disguise.
And the rest is history.
Yes,
Word.
and that's how we get Mark Wahlberg kicking ass with robots.
Yes. Yes.
Transformers, Dark Side of the Moon.
Transformers
Transformers.
35 going up against Teslas. Mark Wahlberg versus Elon Musk.
All right.
Cool.
Topics.
That's all we got for today.
All right, we got some viewer questions.
Viewer questions?
Yes, sir.
You and I.
Live chat. I got nothing. In
I got viewer question at the wazoo.
Buddy
Wow.
The
Right.
wazoo.
No one's hitting John up.
All right, let's go around the horn here. Least favorite baseball teams. Case, we'll start with you.
My favorite baseball team?
Least favorite.
Oh, the Yankees.
The New York Yankees.
Yankees.
For me, it depends on like who the Nats are playing. Like, it's pretty much. I hate the Phillies and Braves for different reasons. I don't dislike the Mets, but I dislike Mets fans.
Here we
But,
go.
like-
You not liking the team, but you like the team, but not the fucking fans.
And I didn't say I like the Patriots. I just said I don't like the fans.
Oh, we know. We know.
No,
what you
we
said.
know.
We know.
Oh,
what you
we
said.
know,
We know what you
Johnny.
said, Johnny.
I'd probably choose the Phillies as my least favorite team.
I mean, if you
And
guys
not
had a
Braves,
real name, I
Braves,
would
fuck
hate you
Braves.
guys. You can't hate a team that doesn't even have a fucking name.
Exactly. Boom, we're safe.
That's a good point.
All right, next
True.
we got.
What about John?
Oh yeah. What's your? Worcester Woo Sox.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh.
So
limit.
So next time you go to talk, I'm keeping
Fight,
the mic over
fight,
here.
fight, 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 fight.
First team I get.
Not. Least favorite
Despicable.
baseball team.
The Woo Sox.
The first team you could think of, we all said Yankees. You Woo Sox.
Is Eli Manning a Hall of Famer?
Hold on.
I gotta say the Chicago White Sox.
As a Philly fan?
Yeah, I just feel like they're an irrelevant team in the Central.
Okay.
Don't get much traction.
Well, you're a big Phillies fan. Is that
Tiffany Fox.
The Phillies have no rivalry with the White Sox. They haven't.
what's your reasoning?
I think the
I just
Phillies
feel like
White
you forget
Sox
about the
played a
White Sox
World
in the Central
Series.
a lot.
So that's for a reason to hate them.
Do you want to think about it?
No, that's my answer. Chicago White Sox.
Do you want to think about it? No, it's no. I have my
Tim
answer.
Anderson.
Like you don't hate like the Mets as a Phillies fan. You don't hate.
No, I'm not a biased fan like that.
No.
It's like big
Wait, what is
Oh,
that?
I'm a biased fan.
Yeah, you just said the Yankees.
Yeah, because
That
you're a
makes
fan of
sense.
the team.
fan. What am I supposed to fucking say?
Wait. So you're not a biased
One of the
fan.
greatest
so you
rivalries
don't
in all of
hate.
sports.
Yeah.
But doesn't being a fan mean you have division rivalries where you hate a team because they always play against your team and beat your team and hate your team, and like that's how rivalries are
No, because I
formed?
can have respect for a team that even though I'm a rival, I can still have respect for.
How about that?
The
Yeah.
question was, what are the most hated teams? What team do you hate the most?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, what about the
That's
Astros?
What's that?
I think I'm changing my answer to the Astros actually,
Why? Because they cheated?
because they fucking are a despicable organization.
Because they cheated?
They cheated. They were
Do you know how
assholes
many other
about cheating.
organizations cheat?
Oh, how many organizations cheat? How many organizations?
That's really not what I sound like.
Every fucking that's every cheater's response to cheating. Is everyone cheats.
They do cheat.
They just don't get
You
caught.
just don't get caught.
They're smarter about it. Don't be a fucking blatant bang a trash can, then get cry when people say, "Oh, you guys cheated." Like that's what the Astros do. Carlos Correa is like, oh, yeah, that's them.
Wah wah wee wah.
Wham, wham, wham.
No, so going off of what Nut said, like for example, like I'm a Celtics fan, of course, and the Lakers are their biggest rival. I'm not the biggest fan of the Lakers, but I respect them for them being an
There's a
organization.
difference between hating somebody but still respecting.
Yeah, like
I think your question should be changed. Not to what team do you hate the most? What is your least favorable team?
What team do you hate the most? Is the question.
It's very strange.
I stay by the Yankees.
No, she,
I stick with the Yankees.
least favorite team. Yeah.
Yeah, it's least favorite team.
Least favorite team?
It's the Astros for me.
Okay, that's totally different.
Oh, it changes it?
Yeah, I mean, I have to go with the Yankees still.
All right,
Thank you.
all right,
I'm going with the Astros.
almost social, almost.
I'll change my answer. I'll go Yankees. I'll be with the crew.
You down with the Woo Sox?
I actually
You
don't.
said Woo Sox already. You already fucking pissed me
Yeah, but
off.
I like having Will on my good side.
Well, you did a great fucking job doing that. Just stick it to the heart.
What's my least favorite team?
Yeah.
Baseball team.
There's one goes. Fucking bad call.
Yeah, right?
I have no idea.
I don't know what he
Sound like a cop.
Say what you said.
I thought you said Denver Broncos.
I heard that.
I thought you said Denver Broncos.
Thompson Mugco.
Yeah, Nick's got it. I don't know. Nick's starting shit. I'm gonna.
Oh my god.
We should do that as a TikTok.
That would be hilarious TikTok. Anyway, New York Yankees, Boston Red Sox fans. I mean, how can you?
Sophie, what
You got to
about
go
you?
with the Yankees.
What? Yeah.
You know what? Get Sophie in
What's
on
your
this
least
shit.
Oh, we need to
favorite?
introduce Sophie to the
We
show.
gotta introduce Sophie.
Come.
Least favorite.
Washington
Get her-
Nationals.
Get her in the camera.
Oh!
Yeah.
Sophie's making her debut in the pit right now.
All right, official welcome to Sophie.
Everyone welcome Sophie in the pit. Come on.
You're fucking dickhead.
All right, what's your least favorite MLB team?
Oh shit.
Don't say Woo Sox.
Don't say Woo
Fire.
Sox.
Do
okay,
it.
Okay. Let me think.
Not even MLB, they're AAA anyway.
Affiliated.
Yeah, I'm a
Well,
Let's see.
before you answer this question, what
Okay.
fan are you in baseball?
That's good.
I'm
also.
not like the biggest baseball fan, but like I'll watch the Sox. But I'm gonna say fuck the Phillies.
Oh!
Let's go!
Guns
Oh,
boys.
wow.
Alright,
I
good
wasn't expecting that.
Right to the
And the cheesesteaks.
Yeah, fuck them.
I'm just kidding.
great answer.
Philly is my least favorite city in America.
Yeah, speak for yourself on the
thank you,
cheesesteak.
Sophie.
I'm just kidding. I really want to have one. I've always wanted to go to Philly
Oh,
just
my
for a
goodness.
cheesesteak.
I will. Philly's my least favorite city in America.
Wow. Oh!
Washington is the most beautiful city in the country.
It is. It's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous.
God, you were the most
You drive
biased
on the
person
GW
I've ever
Parkway.
met in my life.
You drive on the GW Parkway. You sit on the water. You see all the monuments.
Johnny, don't even get me fucking.
Your biggest,
Oh, look at
the
it!
biggest thing in Philly is a cracked bell.
Oh no.
If it weren't for Philly, you wouldn't be sitting here. You'd be speaking English.
I think
I am speaking English. We all are speaking English here. What are you speaking?
It means London English.
Speaking the truth.
What the fuck do you mean London?
London English? What are you
It's all
talking
English.
about? What are you saying?
Get him nuts.
Fish and chips. Ever heard of it?
Casey, what are you talking about? You're in your own world right now. London English? What the fuck does that
Tea
mean?
time. Ever heard of it?
What are you talking about?
You want to live in England?
No, I don't want to live in
Exactly. So thank you, Philly.
I'm lost. I'm so lost right now.
What about
You like
Boston?
Philly?
Boston had
It's
something to
not
do with
the
this
best
shit.
city
They got
in
the
the world.
fucking tea party.
Tea party. Tea for all these.
Mike, have you ever had fish and chips?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Proves his point.
This guy says
Fish and chips are
This
fire.
guy says Washington's the best city in America.
Washington D.C.
Have you ever been outside of the mall?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good
I
city.
mean,
I
I
went to
Yeah.
D.C. 2 summers ago.
I wouldn't say it's the best city.
I said it's a pretty city.
I had fun.
I
love the
felt
bullpen.
fucking corrupted when I was in that fucking city. Every time I walked around, I looked at the fucking Federal Bureau fucking thing in the Treasury, and I gave a fuck you fucker for snacking.
Holy shit.
Dude, look at his neck. You can see all the veins in his neck popping out.
What about the cherry blossoms?
Gorgeous. Absolutely.
Oh my
My
god.
dad's from Virginia.
I've been to West. I've
And folks, your most irrelevant fact of the day.
Congratulations, who gives a fuck?
Oh, my dad's from Virginia.
It's
Okay.
an hour from D.C.
That's a pretty long way.
Nick.
So I've seen D.C. before. Thank you.
As in everybody.
Nick is fucking killing me right now.
Wow. Great content. All right, that's all we got for today.
My dad's from Virginia. I don't
It's
care.
not Riddle. It's not Riddle Thursdays.
I got a
All
couple
right,
of your questions.
well, we were
All right.
talking about Eli Manning, and all of a sudden we just started shitting on each other's hometowns.
All right. Is Eli Manning a Hall of Famer?
Yes, he should
will
be.
be, but he shouldn't be.
Same with Julian Edelman.
I think he should be.
Same exact boat.
Fuck Eli Manning.
Same exact boat as Edelman.
Oh man, my head is spinning right now.
Dante, we got a question for you.
Oh, okay.
Oh God.
Do you think the Celtics actually have a chance to get to the conference finals?
Yeah, I think there's always going to be a chance. I'm not saying what size chance it is, but it's like one of those things where it's like in the NBA, anything is possible. They're heating. They won 6 of the last 7 games. Like now is the time where, you know, if you've been struggling during the season or you've had your ups and downs, now is really your last chance of putting everything together and figuring it out before the playoffs start. And hopefully that's what they're doing now. They've looked a lot better than they have all year. So, I'm not saying it's a big chance, but there's of course there's a chance. There's always a chance. Always a chance. So, yeah, they can do it.
over until the fat lady sings.
That's right, Nick.
Amen.
I got a good question. This is going to be the last question for today. Oh, wait, we got. Yeah, Blake, I'm actually about to read your question. Very funny. I like the question. I was going to read the question, and then he responds, "Please read mine."
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm going to.
That's so
We got you.
So this is
Why
the
don't you
last
guys get
question of the
married?
day. I like this question. I think it's interesting. If LeBron gets to the finals and beats the Nets, will the GOAT debate be over? Now, I'll kind of fill in a little bit more here. The Nets could be the best team that LeBron will ever play, and it'll be by and far better than
Potentially.
that Jordan played. If you
Potentially.
have Harden, if you have Kyrie, if you have KD.
It has potential to be better than the Warriors team.
It has potential to be better. I mean, in terms of talent, I think you have two top 15 players. Yeah.
I have to say,
It
they have
is.
to do it first for me to say that, but I'm not going to disagree that they're
but
on
you
the
think
same
if
level.
LeBron is able to beat that Nets team, it puts him ahead of Jordan in the GOAT debate. Because Jordan never played a team even close to the Warriors. He never played a team even close to these Nets teams. And if LeBron's able to beat both, maybe 2 of the best teams ever assemble, that's a big argument for
LeBron
LeBron.
and his super team lost to Dirk Nowitzki single-handedly. In 2011.
Yeah.
Collapse.
collapse.
It was the collapse.
Single-handedly.
All right. So here's my take on this. I think right now when you debate Jordan, LeBron, I'd probably put it like 75 Jordan, 25 LeBron. Like I wouldn't say Jordan's 100% the GOAT. Like I wouldn't say hands down. If LeBron beats the Nets fully healthy, the Nets fully healthy, he wins his 5th ring, Finals MVP, the whole shebang. I think then the conversation's more like 60-40. And I think he's itching closer and closer. And by the time he retires, I think the debate is going to be not so like, yeah, you're going to have your LeBron supporters, you have your Jordan supporters, but it's more majority Jordan right now. I think by the time LeBron is done, and especially if he beats the Nets, it's going to be pretty 50-50, and it's going to be pick whoever you want.
One thing, I'm going to be a huge Nets fan that fucking week.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't think so. He'd be better than Jordan, but he'd definitely make a better argument that he
that
is.
would be awesome.
I would love to. If LeBron beat the Nets, I think that would be pretty fucking dope. I think it would be. You beat the 73-9 Warriors, and then you beat a super team.
What impact is Davis going to play? How much?
I mean, I think Davis. We talked about Embiid against the Nets. I think Davis could do the same thing.
Yeah.
35 and 15. I mean, who's going to guard Anthony Davis on that team? Blake Griffin ain't gonna be able to keep up with him. I think it would be. Like we talked about this with the cities, like the Lakers. I'm not a fan of them. I don't like them, but I respect them. LeBron James. I wouldn't say I'm a LeBron fan. I don't necessarily love the guy, but I respect him. So if he won a championship, I would have a ton of respect for him beating the Nets and all that stuff. So that's how I look at it.
We already know your argument, Johnny.
LeBron James. I made my
LeBron James.
That's it.
Real quick before we go, just had some news, some UFC news. Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor are going to fight once again this summer, July 10th.
Nice.
Third fight. McGregor beat him the first time. Poirier beat him the second time. Going to be a good fight. I don't know if you guys watched the fight.
Yeah, it was embarrassing.
Yeah.
McGregor
Poirier.
Money talks.
Is that who you picked?
I had no idea who the guy was.
Wait,
Really?
they say you look like him?
Apparently.
I can see
I
that.
see
I
that.
absolutely.
Big Mike, put it
Do you
put
know
it
what he
down,
looks like?
Mike.
Do you know what he looks like?
Put it down for
I'll show
later.
you. I'll show you after this. You actually do look like him a lot.
You
Yeah.
do.
So there was this thing going on. Just going back to the fight. McGregor said that he donated like $500K to Poirier's charity. Didn't actually do that. Poirier called him out on it. He didn't.
What?
And he admitted.
McGregor's a shit.
Yeah,
What do
he
you
didn't
expect?
do it, and he said he would do it like before the fight, and he said so. Poirier called him out. Then McGregor, this was on Twitter. McGregor was like, "Fight is off. Like we're not doing this shit. Blah blah blah. Like I'll find someone else to fight." They're just saying this to hype up the fight more, but like
It's just like the Floyd Mayweather fucking.
they're gonna talk shit. They'll probably call it off like another time before that happens, and they'll fight one of them. They already signed the contract. You're gonna fight. You're gonna fight. I hope Poirier wins.
Yeah, I hope so.
I think Dustin Poirier has the chance to be like one of the next best UFC MMA fighters. He's nasty.
Is that the guy that used to be huge and dropped a lot of weight?
I believe so. I think so. I don't know. I don't think he was ever like a heavyweight or anything like that. He's in no. I don't know. I actually don't know.
I think
He's a very good fighter. Very good fight. He lost to McGregor the first time around and then destroyed him, and I think he'll beat him this time. I think McGregor's time is over.
He was always lightweight.
He's washed up.
I mean, the thing with McGregor is, and this is why he lost the last fight that he had, he goes and takes like a year, 2 years off from fighting, and he doesn't he mixes in training here and there and stays in shape, but like if you're a UFC fighter, like with your craft, like you have to stay, you have to do it all the time. Like if you're a UFC fighter, you have to be practicing, sparring, doing whatever you do 3-4 hours a day, every single day. He wasn't doing that going into this fight. Dustin Poirier, who's a very active fighter, was doing that. So McGregor came in unprepared, not in the best shape, and he got his ass beat. So if McGregor continues to fight on the same schedule that he does, I think his time's up. Unless he goes back to doing it full time and forgets the whole media. You know, he's becoming more of a business guy now. You know what I mean? Like he's getting caught up in the media. He's not just a UFC guy anymore. He's not a UFC guy anymore. He's just a public figure now.
He should go to WWE.
Honestly, Casey, when his UFC contract is done, I absolutely could see
Like
that.
Ronda Rousey?
If the money's there, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's a figurehead. He is a talker. He's a guy that brings attention wherever he goes.
Yeah, I think he'd be perfect.
I don't see him.
At this point, all I see
But he'd be
McGregor
perfect
as,
for it, though.
he would be. I see McGregor as a guy that if you really want to hype up a fight and get eyes to it, you get McGregor.
Yeah.
That's how I look
Yeah.
at it.
McGregor versus
Or Jake Paul.
He would get destroyed.
69.
He would get destroyed.
Dante or Jake Paul.
McGregor would destroy Jake Paul.
Paul fight this weekend.
If Jake Paul
Is it this
actually
weekend?
is that this weekend? If Jake Paul,
Friday
if
we'll
Jake
make our picks.
Paul fought an
Alright.
actual professional fighter, active, he'd get his shit rocked.
Has he not?
He's going up against a guy that got knocked out in 3 seconds in the UFC, the quickest knockout in history. And he went up against Nate Robinson, a 5'8" basketball player. The guy, like, if he actually played a decent, half decent, not even like a good, just a half decent boxer or fighter, he'd get his shit rocked. He
Yeah.
absolutely would. He just goes up against nobodies. That's all it is.
I'm surprised that fight's going to continue because isn't there a little allegation out on him right now?
Oh, is
On
it?
who?
Paul, yeah.
With what?
Sexual assault.
Jake Paul?
Yeah.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
And apparently he's suing for defamation.
Yeah, a former TikTok person is saying that she was sexually assaulted by him.
And he said that that's just absolutely not true.
I'm still
I don't know. Yeah, I don't.
I didn't want to get. I'm just.
Yeah.
I just mentioned the one thing real quick. I didn't mean
Yeah,
to
who
go on,
knows?
boys.
Show.
Who knows? All right, is that all we got?
That's a wrap.
All right.
Cool.
Nick, you wanna do
Call
the
us.
outro?
I'll do the outro. Thank you very much for joining us today. Make sure you check us out again tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Sorry, 8 a.m. Eastern time. Make sure you like and subscribe. Turn those notifications on. Like I told you earlier, we got Office games coming out tonight. So as soon as it comes out, you'll be able to be notified. Make sure you put in the comments below what you want us to talk about next. And the whole crew will be back here tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yes, sir.
Boom.
That's a wrap.